Oh, we were supposed to say something there. On the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now it says it's live on Facebook.
Okay.
Awesome. So we're live.
We're live.
We are definitely live. I can see it now. Perfect.
Awesome.
So what's up, guys? William and
Veronica real estate team.
We're back at it again. We're doing another Facebook Live with our awesome friend Brenda Breton, owner
from Breton Tax Prepare.
Exactly.
So
thanks for joining us. We're excited to have you on. We're going to be doing a lot of these videos, just having high-level individuals in their fields, getting information out there, especially during these times where a lot of people have a lot of questions. Hopefully these videos help you answer those questions. Any questions you may have out there, please just go ahead and type them in the comments. Let us know how we could help you. By doing these videos, we get help, we get answers as well. Right. So any questions that we might not think of, you guys might think of out there. So just type it in there. And also type in the comment section if you could hear us. I know we could see us because we just saw on Facebook we're live. But we're super excited to have Brenda here with us just to give us some info. And
we're excited.
Yeah. So
introduce yourself. Just tell us a little bit what you do, what kind of programs you run, and introduce yourself.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here as my first live ever on any social platform. Well, my name is Brenda Breton, and I own Breton Tax Services. So I've been in business for a little over a year now. We do taxes, we do bookkeeping, and a little bit of everything. The community, we're located in Chelsea, and we all know Chelsea is a very high Latino populated community. So we do a little bit of everything. What else?
You got two awesome kids, I know that.
Yeah,
I do. I have two kids, a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. So this working from home every day is challenging, but we got to do what we got to do.
We're all in this together, right?
Yeah.
So you've been growing pretty fast. I've been watching you on Facebook, following you. So I know that you do much more than just tax services. I mean, you're into credit restoration, bookkeeping, like you said, notary. I mean, talk a little bit about what you do outside of just the tax world.
So besides taxes, again, it's the bookkeeping. I am a notary, and I do help with credit restoration as well. Obviously, that goes well with helping people that are on their way to go purchase a home, where they go see you guys, and just kind of guide them as far as tips, what they need to do, and how they can build credit, how can they restore it. Then I also do kind of like a virtual admin assistant help. So I have a few clients that I help. Obviously, I need to off season, it's a little bit more busy. We have clients from construction companies, even some real estate agents that they need help with just day-to-day tasks, emailing, scheduling, the bookkeeping. Some people want, they want to know where they stand financially. So it's a little bit of everything. It's kind of what you would expect an admin assistant to do when you have one, just day-to-day task.
Sounds like you're a one-stop shop.
Yeah, you could get and speak Spanish, which is, for our Spanish community out there, a Latino community. Feel free to reach out. We're going to put her information at the end of the video on the bottom.
Yep.
Just so you can reach out to her if you have any questions. So we want to just run up by you, with everything that is going on with COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
In taxes, the tax deadline being pushed out to July 15. How is that affecting people and your clients and your business?
Well, I think it depends. It affects people differently. There's some people that, people that have to pay back, that they're just like, oh, I should have waited until, if I knew that there was going to be an extension until July 15th, I would have waited. But, like I mentioned earlier, you got it out of the way and the extension still applies to you. So you still have until July 15th without penalties or interest accruing, For business, it's definitely slowed down because it's, people are now seeing it. I have all this time to file my taxes.
Right.
But then with all this, with the COVID-19 going on, they're giving out the stimulus checks. Some people had changes from 2018 to through the 2019 year, where either address change, bank information change, income change, and some people need to update that by filing their 2019 taxes. So it's it kind of balances out depending how, every situation is different. So some people say, I need to file my taxes because I need to update X information. And then there's the people that have to pay back and they say, well, they'll wait, and then they have, I always say, the sooner you do it, you get out of the way and it's done.
Right. So yeah, let me ask you that. I mean, I call you and I say, hey, should I do my taxes now, or should I just wait till July 15? What would be the benefits of waiting versus
and obviously
doing it now?
We're self-employed. So what's I guess in that department when you're self-employed?
Again, it says, like in the filing and the payment deadline is extended to July 15th. So there really isn't a benefit. I think that there wouldn't be any benefit whether you do it now or you do it towards July, close to July 15th, because it's still, it's still the same. I mean, if you get it done now, you kind of know how much you have to pay. So you're prepared. You want to get it out of the way before the deadline. So you don't wait, let's say now is July 15th and you're suddenly hit with a few $1,000 you have to pay back. And it's like, oh shoot, now it's the deadline. Like now you don't have an extended amount of time without interest or penalty. So if someone with the Schedule C is self-employed, I guess maybe getting it done earlier is best, so you know what to expect as far as, if you're going to be paying back, how much it's going to be, and it gives you that much amount of time to plan out.
I can imagine if people are doing their taxes and they're expecting a refund, they'll probably get it sooner, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
that would be the case, right? Okay, cool.
So in that department, but if they decide to file now, the people who want to get an extension to actually pay, who owe money to the government, they could still file now, and they still have July 15th, right?
No, they can file now, or they can file July 15th.
Okay.
They can still, so the filing season is still open, so they can file anytime from now through July 15th.
And I think most of us know now that the extension has been extended to July 15th. What do we have to do in order to file that extension? Is it automatic?
It's automatic. You don't have to file. And just FYI, because I know a lot of people think it's just federal extension, but Massachusetts also did extend to July 15th. So it's both state and federal where people have, time to file their taxes. And it's automatic. You don't have to file an extension like you would if it was on April 15th.
Awesome.
And talk to us a little bit about the stimulus checks.
There's been a lot of talks about stimulus.
There's like a lot of back and forth.
I'm sure you're getting a lot of questions on that.
Yeah, so I think it gets a little bit confusing. A lot of people, they want to ask, how do I know if I qualify? How do I apply? So that's automatic. You don't have to apply. They're basing it off your 2018 tax return or your 2019 tax return if it's already been filed. So what I think what's good to let people know is kind of, the income limits where you would be receiving the check and when you wouldn't be.
Okay. So
I have it broken down here. I put it down to share it with everybody because I know everyone wants to know. So obviously for single filers, they're going to be receiving $1,200, so $1,200. If their gross income is up to 75,000. The phase out is at $99,000, and a lot of people ask, well, what does phase out mean? What is that? So the phase out is when it stops completely. So if you're over $99,000, then you don't expect the check. But after the 75,000, instead of the 1,200, it'll start decreasing. So you'll be receiving a little bit less. And the way that works is that it phases out by $5 for every $100 in excess of the amount over the 75,000.
Okay.
So, so it'll be less than the 1,200. For head of household, they'll receive 1,200 as well. And their AGI is their adjusted gross income is up to 112,500. And the phase out for them is at 136,500. For joint filers, they're going to be receiving $2,400 with an income up to 150,000 completely phasing out at 198,000.
Got it.
Then anyone with dependents, if they're under 17, they'll be receiving $500 per child.
There's a lot
In
of
addition to
categories
the,
out there,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
So what we're getting at is, I mean, there's a lot of different categories that you could reach out to Brenda, and you could find out exactly where you fall within these buckets. It sounds like there's a lot of different categories there, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of like confusing, you know, if you don't know exactly what to expect. So that's great that you went through all those categories.
Yeah, no, a lot of people, they do get confused when it comes to, you know, especially when we share, you know, your gross income up to so X amount and phase out. So people say, well, what do you mean 75 and then 99? So do I have to be in between that, or it has to be less or more? So yeah, if you have any questions, then feel free to reach out, and I'm always happy to help.
Yeah, we're gonna include your contact information once we end this video, so people can reach out directly. Question on self-employed individuals like us, right? Like realtors or anybody that's out there that's 1099, or I heard something or read somewhere that self-employed people now qualify for unemployment.
Yep. So in the bill that was passed on last Friday, so now, yeah, self-employed, independent contractors, sole proprietors, they're able to benefit from the unemployment where they weren't able to before. So with that, sorry. So with the unemployment now, you're able to apply through the state website. It's not up yet. Every state right now is trying to keep up with the change with the bill, and it hasn't been updated yet. So you're not able to apply, but what that does is it helps self-employed people and independent contractors by giving them $600 a week.
Okay.
Where you wouldn't receive on regular unemployment.
I have to apologize. The baby's crying, so I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back.
Okay. So yeah, we got the little one upstairs, just like every other family out there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So well, we're working from home and the kids are there. Well, not everybody, but most. Some families.
A lot of us, yeah. But yeah, so with that, they are able to take advantage of the unemployment benefits. And again, that's not up on the state website yet, but that would be where you would be applying once it is up.
Once it's up and running, okay. So anything else that that people are reaching out to you for during this time? Questions that you're getting a lot that maybe would benefit the audience right now that they might have some questions about?
Yeah, so another thing with the bill is the small business loans. So they're small businesses and they want to know what loans they can get or what they would qualify for. So there's two different type of loans that was signed through the bill, and one of them is the Paycheck Protection Program. And then there's an emergency injury disaster loan program. So those both are for small businesses. They pretty much end up coming to the same reasons, you know, like what they're for. But the Paycheck Protection Program, I think by the name of it, you can kind of tell it's more for companies that have employees on payroll. So it helps them with, you know, payroll cost. But obviously there are some things that you need to qualify for it. The max amount for that is $10 million. And it can't be for, you know, companies with more than 500 employees. It's a lot of information. But it's, you know, it's good to let people know that there are loans, especially, you know, companies that have employees. There's help, you know, small businesses, sole proprietors, independent contractors, there's loans for them as well. And that's the injury disaster loan that would benefit them. And obviously for more information, you can send me a message, or I don't know, do you want to ask questions as far as that? But there are loans. There's some help right now for small businesses.
It sounds like the injury disaster loans are more for people that have small businesses like us, like real estate agents. We actually looked into that. We applied for the small injury disaster loan just because the government made this loan specifically for someone like us that we're small business and we're not able to function the same way that we were, right? There's obviously a lot of standstill right now.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to add in there, Brenda?
Maybe another thing to let people know as well is for retirement accounts. So now they're waiving the 10% early withdrawal penalty on retirement accounts. up to 100,000. And obviously due to this current situation, you're able to withdraw with no penalties. Another is the student loan. So the U.S. Department of Education, they are suspending the loan payments until September 30th without any interest accruing. So that's a good thing for people that have student loans that they're currently paying. They'll have until September 30th.
So it's some relief right there for the student loans till September 30th. That's great. And the 10% withdrawal fee is being waived on retirement accounts. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. That's great. Awesome. So we just wanted to jump on really quick, get some information out there. Hopefully some people will reach out if they do have some questions offline. We're going to allow, we're going to put your information there so they can reach out directly. Before we let you go, we want to ask you, once this is all behind us, and where's the first place that you would go once this is behind us, Brenda?
Eat out.
Where?
Eat out because
okay.
Yep. I'm tired already of the home food. Don't get me wrong, home food is always better than outside food, but I can't wait to go sit somewhere and have my food served.
You're the second person that said, yep, I'm going to go eat out. Where are you going to go?
I want to go eat sushi. So the last place I went to eat before all this went the way it's going was Yoki in Medford.
And Medford. Okay, Stations Landing, that place.
I think I want to go for some sushi and a scorpion bowl.
Sushi sounds amazing. Well, Brenda, thanks for jumping on. Brenda, owner of Breton Tax Services, but she does it all. We're going to put your contact information there. Thanks for jumping on with us. And everybody else, thanks for watching, and we'll stay in touch. Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brenda. Take care.
Bye.